You want to give me your name so you can explain your story? Yeah, Jeffrey what?
Hamilton.
Hi and welcome back to my booktube channel. I hope you're having a great day whenever you're watching this, because today we're going to be looking at some people that aren't having the best of days, and that is the Karens, because I have been obsessed with watching Karen free cat videos recently. I've been watching a guy react to them. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I'll leave his channel in the description because he's hilarious. And basically he reacts to Karen videos, and that inspired me to do this video, but with books, because I'm a booktuber. So yeah, today, if you can't tell from the title, we're going to be recommending, well, I'm going to be recommending books to the Karens in the videos I'm going to show you. I picked out, how many I picked out? 6. I picked out 6 clips, which I'll show you, and then I'll recommend a book to them. And yeah, I just think this will be a really fun video to film. So if you don't know what a Karen is, imagine the most loud, annoying, obnoxious, entitled, sometimes racist or homophobic woman you can. Typically you have examples of the woman who goes, "Can I speak to your manager?" when there's no need for it. You have the woman that stops people in the neighbourhood from having fun, so there'd be a kid drawing on the floor with chalk, and the Karen will go up and wash it off and go, "I don't want to look at that." It's those kind of people. You'll get the grips of what they are when you see the clips. But yeah, that's what a Karen is. So without further ado, let's get into our first one and our first recommendation.
I'm just telling your husband not to lean on this because it moves. And for employees to use to put recover stuff on it.
Having a rough day?
Which is my rack.
I'm not even sure.
It's my rack you were leaning on. This is a rack for us to use when we get some stuff to put back on. And stop recording me! Don't record me!
Okay, so we're starting off with a slightly less extreme Karen. This worker just looks like she's fed up with her life. She's just like, "Stop touching my rail." That's all she wants. She doesn't want anyone to mess with her rail. Yeah, so not the most extreme Karen, but I like this clip because I feel so bad for her, but also you can't just shout at people in the middle of a shop. But for her, I thought, when I watched that, she seemed very organised, very meticulous, is that the right word? In her work, she has a rail, she has everything in order. So I thought I'd recommend My Sister the Serial Killer, which is totally on brand, because I feel like this woman also has dark secret. Like, you see the tears in her eyes. She is hiding something that might just be like anger about these people, but maybe she's planning to kill them. So I thought this would be a good book for her. Basically, in this book we follow 2 sisters. One's a doctor, one's a serial killer, and the serial killer one tends to get with a man and kill them. And we don't know why. You'll find out eventually further in the book. But we follow the main character, which is the doctor's sister, and she has to cover up all these murders from her sister. But then one day her sister gets in love with the doctor's crush. Like, oh wait, she's not a doctor, she's a nurse, sorry. The nurse has a crush on this doctor, and her sister falls in love with this doctor. So now the nurse is like, "Oh no, she's gonna murder my doctor," and it's kind of like a will she, won't she murder the doctor and stuff like that, and we have to like we just follow them, and it's a really fun book. Recently reviewed on my Instagram, go check it out. But yeah, I'd recommend this book. I think she'd heavily enjoy it, and maybe she'll get some tips from it to deal with anyone that touches her rail. So yeah, that's the first recommendation. Yeah, for this Karen, which actually in my notes I put down as Bridge McCarthy, because if you know Melissa McCarthy, she's a comedic actor in films like Spy and Identity Theft. Is that the film title? I can't remember. But basically she normally plays like this over-the-top, angry woman that ends up on some kind of journey throughout the film. And I don't know, this woman just reminded me of her, like the anger, but also the kind of comedic tone to it. Like, she just reminded her. So I called her Bridge McCarthy in my notes. But yeah, I would recommend Golden Boys, which, as you can tell, I've currently reading myself. But I think this, as soon as I watched this clip, I was like, this book would be perfect for her. So this book follows 4 boys that have been together a long time, in summertime and stuff like that, but now they're all going off into the world in their own directions, like university, or college and other stuff, jobs, internships, whatever. They're all splitting up, and then we follow them to see if they can rekindle their friendship when they all come back together. So yeah, I'd recommend this book.
Ma'am, you need to get off my property. Leave. Right now.
Why are you recording me?
Because you're on my property. You need to
I'm
leave.
gonna record you too.
Oh, big deal. You need to leave. Leave.
I'm gonna record you.
Get off my property, please.
Your plants are
Ma'am?
overgrown.
I don't care. Get off my property.
I'm going to I'm sending pictures to the HOA.
Get off my
all of your
property.
rubbish on the side of the road.
If you want to take
Don't
pictures,
put your hands on me.
I didn't
Don't
touch
touch
you.
me.
If you want to take pictures, you have
Don't
to be
touch
on the
me.
side of the road. Get off of me. You need to leave.
Don't push me to the side of the road.
I'm not touching you. My hand's
I
right
have
here.
my rights to be on your property
you
to
don't.
take pictures.
No, you
because
can
I
be
know
on
the
the
HOA.
road.
I know the
You
HOA.
can be on the road, but
I
not
know
on
the
my
HOA.
property. No,
I
you
basically
need to leave.
own your house.
Ma'am,
because
leave.
I'm friends with the HOA.
Ma'am, leave. Thank you.
Give me my sunglasses. Give me my sunglasses.
No.
Give me my-
Go get them.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit of explaining here. But 6 of Crows, like, did anyone else get that vibe? Because when I watched this video, I just got 6 of Crows vibes. I don't know why. I don't know, I feel like she is the example of if Kaz was a Karen, and instead of forming this giant heist plan to get into the ice court, he just goes up and goes, wait, I'm allowed to be here. That's the kind of vibes that I got. So he was like, so she was like, Kaz if he was a Karen, basically. Look, they're the vibes I got. If you disagree, you disagree. But, and she was wearing black as well. And if you know Kaz, he wears black all the time. I think if she'd have had gloves, that would have just been spot on. But yeah, I just got 6 of Crows vibes. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about a magical heist. We follow the Crows, which is like a group of teenagers basically who go on this giant heist mission to get a big reward. I'm trying not to spoil anything. Kaz is the main character. He's kind of like the ringleader of the group, and yeah, I don't want to say too much. This is like a really highly recommended from me, and I feel like the Karen in the video would enjoy it too. Maybe she could, maybe the first Karen, she could get some tips from this of how to tell this guy how to get her glasses back from this guy. She can learn from this book and go get her glasses back from this guy. Perfect. See, 6 of Crows fixes all your problems. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. Yeah. So as you can tell, this one was edited with the magic around her hands. So if you want to, I couldn't find the original, but if you want to imagine it, just take out the red from your mind. I don't know. But yeah, this is basically Scarlet Witch on meth. And we see the woman is trying to cast a spell on the cop to scare him off, which, like, when was that ever gonna work? So the cop just tases her, which, fair enough, dude. So for this one, I have recommended Infinity Sun. I think she could learn some tips. I also feel like she should be in this world, because in this world, basically it's New York, but with magic. Like, magic is just this normal thing. We have phoenixes, we have magicians and stuff like that, and it's all just normal. So yeah, I feel like maybe she fell out of this book. She was a character in here and just escaped. Adam Silvera wrote her and was like, no, go. But I think she'd really enjoy this. She should probably have read it before she got tasered and sent to jail, but maybe someone will send it in for her and, like, buried in a cake, and she can pull it out and be like, I don't know. But yeah, I recommend Infinity Son by Adam Severa. I also recommend it to you because it is really fun. So yeah.
You're kicking him off because he didn't pull it off for 5 seconds. Your shit isn't even on right. Southwest held up the whole thing.
Okay, this one was easy. Like, come on, clap when you land. They clap when he leaves. I don't think I need to explain that. But I just thought, as soon as I saw that clip, I was like, this is gonna be funny. I need to put this one in. So I don't really need to explain this one because it's in the title. But the synopsis for this book is we follow two sisters who have no idea about each other. They're both in different countries. I think America and Dominican Republic, I think. But they share a dad, and when he dies, they find out about each other. And basically, we see how they cope with the loss of their shared father, but also this realization that they have a sister. It's written in verse. You can read it in one day. Really good. Really recommend it. And I think this Karen was, well, Darren, I guess, or is it Kevin? There's like two names for the male versions of Karen. But I'll go with Karen. I'll go with Kevin. So I think this Kevin would really enjoy this book because he's lived the experience of being clapped off a plane.
Stop now! I want the camera out! Who gave you permission? I need your names! Oh, you just did an illegal phone thing! You always work here alone! What's your name and number, Norma Kay? You come here all the time!
I have never been here in my life.
That's a lie! Oh, give me the film and the camera! I've had it with you photographers! If you're a photographer, give me the card! Give me your card! You're here, Dairy Queen, get out! Don't smart to me, you did before!
Fuck is the
I
problem?
want the film! I want the camera!
What did we do wrong?
You're 1, trespassing! 2, illegal photographs! 3, you're not allowed! 4, you've been yelled at!
Sorry for the hassle.
No, you're not! You'll do it again till I do something to stop it! You want to give me your name so you can explain your story? Jeffrey what?
Hamilton.
Jeffrey's are you for talking?
Take it. Take the film. This Karen, you can see why I saved it to last. This Karen is the most extreme Karen I've ever seen. And honestly, if I was there, I'd probably crawl under one of the cars and cry because she's so scary. I have no idea who hurt her. Like, girl, you need help. But I thought for this one, since she's obviously got paparazzi coming after her, all these people coming to film her, she knows that life. So I think she could heavily relate to Red, White and Royal Blue. All my stuff is falling out. I have like 1 million bookmarks in this one. But I think she could heavily relate to Alex and Henry, who are basically the son of the President of the United States and the Prince of Wales, which is basically Harry, but, well, formerly Harry. And they fall in love, and it's kind of like they can't do that because, they're both such powerful people, but also two guys, we can't have that. But basically we follow them on their journey of love. I don't want to say too much again because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, that's the basic premise. Prince, President, son, love. Well, it's kind of like hate to love, but yeah. So I think she could heavily relate with the paparazzi elements of this book. That's mainly why I chose this book. Yeah, I don't have much else to say for that one. I hope she enjoys this. When she calms down, maybe she'll see it in a Barnes & Noble and we'll be like, hey, paparazzi, give me your film. And she'll just like take the book and be like, I'm confiscating this. I don't know. I just thought this would be a good book. So yeah, they're my recommendations. I'll hold them all up again in case you want to remember what they were. I don't know. But yeah, recommendations for Karens. I actually really enjoyed filming this video. I probably will do a part 2 at some point in the future, but I don't know. know. I guess yeah, I'll probably do a part 2 video eventually, but this is like really fun to film, and I don't know, I just enjoy making these videos. I guess I say this for every video recently anyway. But yeah, they're my recommendations. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Comment and tell me what books you would recommend these Karens. And yeah, I'm gonna go have therapy now after watching those Karens, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye!